Welcome back, players and collectors, to my channel, Ren's Collectibles. Today we've got some really interesting topic to discuss, and that is Pokemon Center restocking old product. And when I say old, I don't mean like, black and white or XY era old, but they did stock some Sun and Moon era stuff all the way up to Evolving Skies. Kind of unprecedented almost, and very out of the ordinary, very random. Not really, there was no announcement to it, but kind of brings up some really interesting things to talk about. But before we get into that, let's actually look at some information on the restock themselves. So over on Twitter, we have Pokemon Drops. If you guys don't follow them, I highly recommend you go check them out. They're very good at giving updates on like Pokemon Center drops or just random places putting good deals out for Pokemon cards. Definitely worth looking at. But they posted this right here that caught my attention, and it was the PokemonCenter.com for a Sun and Moon booster box display. And I was like, there's no way. There's no way. But I clicked on it and I kind of went through all the comments, and it was like, yeah, people are confirming it left and right. The link now is dead. It doesn't work. It only lasted apparently about like 10 minutes or so. But it has been confirmed that it has been a real thing. Like, they actually restock Sun and Moon base set booster boxes, but it goes beyond that. They also restocked some other sets of booster boxes, and there's been some ETBs as well. I do want to say real quick, Evolving Skies was one of the booster boxes that it did have like a slight temporary restock on, which again is kind of nuts. It's kind of crazy because those boxes are going for like $400 to $500 on eBay or the secondary market right now, and Pokemon Center just drops them like it's nothing and goes, hey, here's MSRP for Evolving Skies again. So that's what. But they dropped those. They dropped some ETBs. I want to say it was Burning Shadows and Forbidden Light that I seen people trying to snag. There were some single packs. There were some blister packs with the little promo cards and everything. Burning Shadows. There was a lot that they dropped that's considered old stock now. That's 2 generations ago, But it's kind of crazy to think that just randomly one day Pokemon decided, hey, we found all this old stock apparently, let's just throw it up and see what happens. And, the community went nuts. And it also kind of goes to show you that you can't consider things gone forever, because Pokemon has this weird habit of just like re-earthing product, and they're not reprints. I know people have been kind of going through and being like, oh my god, they reprinted. It's not reprints. They wouldn't reprint Evolving Skies, Forbidden Light, and Sun and Moon base set like just randomly. There's usually some method to the madness when they choose to do something like a reprint, and they usually announce it or kind of give some indication of it. This was completely random. There was no announcement of it. They just kind of did it sneakily and just sat back to watch the chaos unfold. Now, this is interesting, though, because places like Meijer, for those of you who live in the Midwest, Meijer has been known to do this quite a bit, too, where they go through and they find some random stock in their warehouse, and they just throw it on the store shelves willy-nilly. Most stores don't get the same stuff. Some stores get a lot of it. Some stores get none of it. Case in point, when I used to go out to Western Michigan for school, when I went to Western Michigan University, their Meijer out there would never ever get anything good. I mean, like, they would have modern stuff, like the stuff that's in rotation and all that sitting on the shelves, but the Meijer in my hometown would have some weird off-the-wall stuff. There was one week where they stocked a bunch, and I mean a bunch, of Burning Shadows ETBs randomly, and they were all on clearance for like $30. Actually made like $25-$30. And this was like a year or so ago. And then a little bit after that, they restocked the huge Alola collection boxes with like all the promos and packs and stuff in them. and they've just been known to restock just randomly all these products that have been gone for long periods of time. So it's kind of cool to see again. You know, it's nice to finally kind of get back to that point. It really shows that maybe the market for TCGs is healing from the scalper investor type people that, you know, created this huge wave and sucked all the product in. But now maybe Pokemon Center is going, hey, we do have a little bit extra of some of the stock. Let's just start tossing it up little bits at a time and letting people kind of grab onto them and go. But it's crazy. So you can never count anything out. Bots are still prevalent though. That's the big thing. That's another big point to take away from this. We don't know the amount of stock that was uploaded, but how fast it went and how few people actually kind of knew about it when it went down kind of shows us that there was some bots involved. And on top of that, when word started to spread, like within the first 5 minutes, people were adding things to their cart, and by the time they hit checkout, it was all gone. And it wasn't like there was a super mad rush, like there was, you know, tens of thousands of people trying to get it at once. It wasn't quite like that, although it was busy, it was popular. But yeah, something happened. They restocked randomly. And I thought, you know what? Maybe it's just one of those errors. It's a glitch. Nothing really truly happened on it. You know, maybe it was just a mistake. But if we look at this right here, we can actually see that people are getting shipping confirmation. Holy cow, that was a mouthful. Shipping confirmation from the Pokemon Center that stuff is being shipped out. And if you don't believe these guys on Twitter here, you can go over to Reddit where they're talking about the same things. People are posting the links to, you know, the Sun and Moon booster box and stuff. And there's even comments in there saying, like, you know, just got shipping confirmation for my one Sun and Moon booster box. And then there's also been reports of people getting the Evolving Skies cases at MSRP. It's just crazy. This type of thing does not happen very often, although it does happen randomly with random companies at times. It's just cool that it was Pokemon Center that finally did it. So it's like an official source, and it kind of gives credence to a point I made a couple videos ago that things might not always be gone. Just because we haven't seen, you know, some Sword and Shield era sets in a long time or Sun and Moon sets in a little while doesn't mean they're completely gone. And I know most of it probably is, but then it's like they have these random stockpiles of Evolving Skies and Sun and Moon base, and I don't know, where's the Steam Siege, right? Like, Sun and Moon base was such a heavily printed set too, and it seemed like they were throwing packs of those in everything for quite a while to get rid of them, but they were also doing that to Steam Siege. But there's no, like, resurgence of Steam Siege here, so it almost, I don't know. Also, these are booster boxes, not just like single packs and collection boxes types of things. So it just makes you wonder what is going on over there and where they're all coming from. But that's all I wanted to get to you guys. Make sure you are checking out the Pokemon Center. You know, hit the notifications on all of their stuff if there's something you're really wanting to get, just in case it ever goes live and there's a chance you can get it. But again, you could follow places like, you know, Reddit and the Pokemon Drops on Twitter for some information like that. There's a bunch of people out there who that's what they do, is let you know when deals like that kind of go live. So, you know, go follow some and get in on the know. But you guys let me know in the comment section down below what you think. I mean, is this something kind of completely new? Is this something you expected? Let me know your thoughts down below. I still think it's pretty cool. But I'm going to get out of here. I've got a local tournament for PTCG to go play in, and I'm trying out a new deck. I am doing the Charizard EX deck. So, fingers crossed. Wish me luck. We'll see you guys in the next video.